Presidential initiative on compressed natural gas (CNG) is set to begin the distribution of 1,000 conversion kits across some states in the Federation to minimize the impact of fuel subsidy by bringing down the cost of transportation. The warehouse manager of PICN facility, Moses Onate, spoke while unveiling to newsmen some of the conversion kits at their warehouse in Ibafo, Ogun State. He said the distribution is being carried out under a code name First Come, First Serve. He said 450 conversion kits had already been given out to states, with an additional 550 awaiting distribution. Mr. Nati emphasized the need for Nigerians to embrace the initiative, highlighting its potential to significantly reduce the cost of fuel to power vehicles.
It is seriously helping in the sense that now fuel is around 8,000 plus now, and CNG is around 210, 230. So if you check the cost effect, the gross margin between what fuel is being sold now and the CNG price, it will have a lot of positive impact on everybody. Currently, we are doing cataloging for the 1,000 kits and cylinders we intend to distribute across the country: Lagos, Ogun State, Kaduna, Abuja, and Oyo. So, as at this morning, 450 has gone out already to Kaduna and Abuja. Then the 550 will be going out today to Lagos, Oyo, and Ogun State.
The Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps has arrested 7 more suspects for alleged illegal oil bunkering in Rivers State. It's the latest breakthrough by the Corps in its bid to increase oil production through the clampdown on artisanal refining of crude. Correspondent Uche Okoro reports.
Are security agencies like the NSCDC really winning the war against crude oil theft? For years, they have conducted raids, made arrests and seizures of property connected to illegal dealings in petroleum products. But in places like Rivers State, the illicit business continues to thrive. This discovery in Woji Jetty in Port Harcourt and the arrest of 2 persons comes just days after a similar one in Eche local government area. So why are the perpetrators not closing shop or slowing down? The Corps says in trying to answer these questions, they identify what needs to be done differently to achieve a better result. For now, they will celebrate success in this battle while the war rages on.
The intelligent information we gathered concerning a barge at Iwoji Wharf. And as you can see now, we are standing on the barge, fully loaded with a petroleum product, crude oil. So we are going to evacuate the products and then as a team investigate the place they vandalized the products. You can see they have started packing them into cellophane bags before we were alerted.
In Tombia Iwofe, also within the metropolis, personnel arrested 5 more suspects with 3 boats loaded with diesel.
Presently, we assume that they are owners of these boats, but our investigation will prove whether they are the true owner or not. So they are the people that we have arrested. So our intelligence department will fish out who is the true owner of the boats.
Despite the high rates of mid and low level arrests, the NSCDC is yet to make public any information on successfully tracking down the sponsors or big names behind the business in Rivers State. Uche Okoro, TVC News, Port Harcourt.
And Nigerians have been advised to always respect men in uniform with a view to getting maximum benefits from them. Transport policy stakeholder Segun Musa made the call while declaring open global transportation policy one-day training for practitioners in the sector. The theme of the training, improving your leadership skills, the emotional intelligence option, Mr. Musa particularly urged the public to respect traffic officers, stressing that their services will contribute to the growth of Nigerian economy by ensuring free flow of traffic for businesses to thrive.
The essence of this training is to ensure that we align our security agencies with international best practices to ensure that they're able to meet up with the demands and expectations of the general public, to also allow a situation where they will have synergy, where all the agencies will be able to work together, share intelligence together.
This training is very, very good. It will make the job easier for me to do. So far that I have all my local government commandant is here. Whenever that we finish here, they can go back and train their followers so that they have already split the job for me. So I love the training so much. So if they can continue about the training, I'll be so happy.
Our Commandant General Ahmed Abakaraudi, he emphasized so much on training. In fact, you know, training is the copper bottom guarantee for security. So always officers engage in all forms of training, in training school, even while on the job.
You know, these are people that are involved in in-person contact with the populace. So by the time they know how to relate with the populace, how to understand their own emotions and bring it under control, they'll be able to perform better.
We'll return with more stories from across the country after this break.
Quality wires and cables, come and come back, light up your life. Come and want to light up your house, come and want to give you better, come and extraordinary wire. Come and cables, come and wires, come and quality, come and durable, come and capable, come and cables, come and wires, come and quality, come and durable, come and capable. Everybody, come and see, come and wires, wonder things, brother, sister, uncle, auntie, go get your own. Come and wires, come and cables, come and quality, come and durable, come and capable. Come and wires, come and cables, come and quality, come and durable, come and capable. Come and cables,
Coleman Wires and Cable. Great quality. Now with the new look.
You're watching TVC News at 7. A reminder of our top stories tonight. Chief of Defense Staff General Christopher Musa insists the days of bandit leader Bello Turji and other terrorists are numbered. World Health Organization says impact of flood disaster in Maiduguri cut off 14 health facilities, leaving communities stranded. UK Foreign Office dismisses Russian allegations of spying against British diplomats baseless as Prime Minister Keir Starmer prepares to meet President Biden in Washington. And Nigeria's Junior D Tigers enter final of FIBA Under-18 Women's Afrobasket 2024. Thanks for staying with us, everyone. We told you earlier that the World Health Organization says the impact of the recent flood disaster in Maiduguri, which displaced many communities, leaving over 30 people dead, has also cut off 14 health facilities, affecting some laboratories and leaving many communities without access to healthcare services. I'm joined now by Chief of Maiduguri Field Office with the UNICEF, Christiana Maya Alfirev. Thank you for joining us on the news this hour. We've seen a massive influx of displaced persons into camps in Maiduguri. What does UNICEF consider the pressing health challenges at the moment?
Thank you so much for inviting me. Yes, the main health challenge is, of course, cholera, because with this very unprecedented and unexpected flooding, where water just flowed into the street on Monday night, we have, according to our information, some 200,000 people are affected, and that includes 80,000 people that have been displaced from their homes due to the floods, and 60,000 of these people are in camps. This means 60,000 people converting into places that are not really yet set up. And so the main risk, of course, with the standing and contaminated water is cholera in this urban setting.
Well, as we speak now, health facilities have been cut off, including laboratories. Let's talk about UNICEF's support to government in providing healthcare services to flood victims, particularly in terms of emergency response and long-term healthcare solutions.
Yes. So right now we are 3 days or so after the floods. So the main focus right now is on providing life-saving support to those displaced in camps right now, because there are others that are displaced in host families, including some of our colleagues. But so the ones that really need the help most is those that have assembled in camps, and there we're supporting the government, especially in health, and then also in providing water and sanitation services. So we have set up temporary health centers that are manned by government workers, health workers, and provide basic health services and health care. Secondly, we've been providing clean, safe water via trucks. So we're providing driving the trucks to the camps, so at least the water intake is safe and clean. And then the sanitation is, of course, key to prevent cholera. So we're also working on installing latrines as fast as possible. So we're on the way.
Are there specific challenges UNICEF is facing responding to the flood crisis, and how are you working to overcome these obstacles?
So, of course, this is the main challenges are the physical obstacles in the city. A road that would otherwise take 15 minutes or to go from A to B is now 45 minutes, if at all. And one part of the city with one camp is cut off from the other part of the city. So our problem is this the physical access, because one bridge has been damaged. And so that is the main challenge we're facing right now, and the city as a whole.
UNICEF Chief of Maiduguri Field Office, Christiana Maya Alfirev, thank you for talking to us.
Thank you.
Let's turn now to Ondo State, where the All Progressives Congress, market women and leaders in Akure, the state capital,